Okay, hey folks, welcome back for another video talking about Bitcoin and crypto. Some of you might be asking, I'm talking about marketing again. Don't worry, I'll get back to marketing videos fairly soon. Share you some insights about that, but right now I want to tell you about what's going on in the crypto and Bitcoin space, because there is a date certain for when the next bull run will start for Bitcoin and crypto. Wait, what? How can you say that? You're a low time frame VEPS trader. That's right, I'm a low time frame VEPS trader, and there is a date certain for when the next bull run will start. So let me first get some things out of the way. Bull runs are myths. They don't actually exist. Bear runs are myths. They also don't actually exist. So how can I tell you with certainty when the next bull run will start if bull runs don't exist? Well, here's why. Bull runs are just times when there is more buy pressure than selling pressure. That's all that is. Now, how can I give you a date certain? Well, I can give you a date certain because I can tell you when you look at the volatility reads and the correlations and you see that they're set for an inevitable move to the upside, that is when that will happen. It's not going to happen before, and it won't happen much after. It'll happen exactly when it happens, when there is, in fact, for example, either fully contracted volatility and correlation, and all it can do is expand, and both of them expand, or when there's fully expanded volatility and correlation, and there's nothing for them to do except contract, and they both contract. Those are just two of the examples. If you know anything about our 6 tendencies of when price tends to move up or down or sideways, well, then you'll know. If you don't know that, well, you should find out. It's free. We give away these tendencies on our cheat sheet. It's totally free. It's in our Discord. Come on in and grab it. It's in our free tools channel. And you can learn how to trade volatility and probability and statistics absolutely free. You can even get free indicators that help you do that. Now, how can I be sure that that's when that will happen? Well, the answer is, if you look at any data set of any liquid asset, when it starts to make a move to the upside, a significant move, and a sustained significant move for days or weeks or months on end, you'll find that that happens when the volatility is either fully contracted along with the correlation, if it's going to be a move to the upside, and then there's nothing for them to do except expand. And if they begin to expand at the same time, and they gradually rise, and that rise remains gradual for a sustained period of time, that's when you have your quote-unquote bull run, which again is just buy pressure more than sell pressure. Same thing if it's to the downside. It's going to be a quote-unquote bear market. It'll be when your volatility is fully expanded and correlation is fully contracted and they begin going in opposite directions, etc. Now, it can also happen when both of the volatilities, the bull run can happen also when both of the volatilities are fully expanded. The volatility and correlation are fully expanded and are only going to contract. That can also happen. Does it tend to happen that way? No, it tends to happen from a point of contraction, but it doesn't have to. It certainly can happen from a point of full expansion. It's just that very often, especially we see this in crypto a lot, the volatility will reset, meaning it'll contract and get to a very low point before the next move up. But again, it can certainly happen when they're both fully expanded and they both contract gradually. Once that happens, especially if you're looking like a daily time frame, well, then you're likely to see a significant move up. And if you want to know how much it's likely to move up, you have a number of ways of targeting that. On the daily levels, the 4-hour levels, the weekly levels, the monthly levels, and more. We have all kinds of tools for doing that. With loss distribution, normal distribution, VRE, RMLRs, etc., etc. There's no shortage of amazing tools that will help you figure out exact entries and exits. Now, are we likely to see that today or tomorrow? No. Is Bitcoin likely to pump or dump today? Actually, given the mixed AVR readings on the day, mixed volatility readings, if you will, the daily on Bitcoin, for example, has a short length read of price going down, a middle length read of price walking up, and a long length read of price going back down. So it's easy to see that so far on the day the price did in fact do that. But obviously we're still early in the day, relatively. We're still a good number of hours before the traditional markets open in New York. And so we're likely to see the probabilities play out throughout the day as the market, especially institutional ones, will work on, for Wall Street companies, etc., trading firms, hedge funds, whatever. They do like to take profits. And they like to take profits on Fridays. They like to take profits every day. But if they have any long-term positions open, or swing trade positions open, they do very often like to take those profits on a Friday before they go away for the weekend. But that represents just a small portion of the overall trading markets, which is why if you're a low time frame trader and you're scalping on like the 5 minute or the 1 minute, it doesn't really matter whether it's a Friday or any day. Now, it has become quite normal recently to see less volatility, less action happening on weekends. But that does not mean that it is always like that. And there are plenty of weekends where there's quite a lot of action, to the upside and to the downside. So, it certainly is set up to be a nice day for scalping. And this weekend also looks like it's set to do the same, given the 2-day and the 3-day outlook. And I would not be surprised, but it's a longer term forecast, so I don't trade on it anyway. But big picture wise, I would not be surprised to see the action generally move towards the downside on higher time frames for the next week or 10 days, and then start to move towards the upside again. But that all depends on what happens over the coming days. I'm down in the 1 minute to 9 minute zone, typically, in terms of actual trading times, because that is where you get the most occurrences of opportunity, and that is where you can put the most risk on to either side and get out of trades quickly in case they go wrong, in case they go against you. So for that reason, I trade low time frames, because that's how you trade the VEPs if you want to be an active intraday scalper. And for those reasons, I'm not particularly concerned about the higher time frames. I'm just looking at the overall forecast of the next couple of weeks. And it looks like we could have a little bit of motion still to the upside, but overall, it'll probably walk down, maybe even drop down quite a bit, and then begin to walk back up based on what we see happening with the mean reversions of the power means on the 7-day and the RMLRs on other time frames. And that's basically the outlook that I have for the next couple of weeks, if not more. So I expect that when people are away in July, and I'm talking about a relative small portion of the market, but still people who go on vacation are going away in July or not paying attention to the markets, it will be a most opportune time for active traders to take advantage of the inefficiencies in the marketplace and to exploit occurrences of opportunity on low time frames. So don't get left behind. Don't get left out of trades just because you think that the market is sleepy. Even when the market is so-called sleepy, in the crypto market, it is always running. It's a 24-hour market. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't take vacations. There are no holidays. Does that mean that it's going to be a super booming summer all summer long in terms of like crazy action upside and downside? No, it may in fact be a relatively quiet market, but there will still be loads of trades on low time frames. And if you know what you're doing, that presents a very ripe opportunity to take advantage of those scalps. Because while everybody else is looking the other way, or not even active, you can trade and take profits even while your friends and competitors are getting sunburned on the beach, or whatever they do when they're not away, when they're not at their desks trading. So that's my quick and short forecast for you, and my exact date prediction for you. And again, if you want to learn how to do that, it's all free. Just come into the Alpha Trading Discord. The link will be in this video's description, but for now, I'll just tell you again the URL of our Discord. It's alphatradinghq.com/discord. Once again, that's alphatradinghq.com/discord. You can join for free. You can get the free indicator package for free. All the free video tutorials and how-to videos, and help from real traders and documentation and everything you need to actually trade volatility, probability, and statistics without it costing you a penny. Because we're not about selling you our indicators, right? In fact, if you come in and ask for our indicators, our pro indicators, the ones that cost money actually, which are very cheap, but they still cost a little bit of money, we will not let you buy them. Right? You can't even get our 2-week free trial until you demonstrate to us that you actually know how to use the free tools. If you don't know how to use the free tools, there's no point in you trying our advanced tools, because you won't know what you're doing, you'll waste your free trial, and then you won't know what you're doing and you'll just go away. So learn to use the free tools. They are amazing. You can actually trade with them. You can actually be consistently profitable with them. You just have to follow the basic rules of taking your profits early and often, limiting your loss, and don't be emotionally attached to your trades. If you follow those 3 rules, and you read the information correctly, and you take the appropriate actions, the probabilities are that you will be consistently profitable using our indicators and our methods of trading. It's all free to learn. We give you all the indicators and chart, like I said, for free. And all the educational material you need to learn all those indicators for free. And free access to the chat with real traders who use these tools. And free access to our live stream where you can actually engage. It's a interactive live stream. It's an educational live stream in our Discord. You can join that for free. It starts 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. We cover pre-market, open, and a little bit after open. So hope to see you there today. It's Friday. Come and enjoy the live stream and hopefully get you on your journey to trading a better way to trade. Cheers.